Let's move on to greatest integer function. Greatest integer function is represented by f of x is equal to square box x. When the square box is represented as greatest integer function, this is nothing but the greatest integer function. Now for all the integral values, what is an integer? The set of all positive numbers and the negative numbers together with 0 is called as a integers. Therefore, the set of for all set of integers, you will be getting the same integer value. For all the integral values, you will be getting the same integer. F of minus 100, you will be getting minus 100. F of 100, you will be getting 100. Like that, f of 0, you will be getting 0. F of 1, you will be getting 1. F of minus 1, you will be getting minus 1 for all the integer values. Other than the integer value, like decimal numbers or rational number, you will be getting it's as the opposite of greatest. Greatest, opposite of greatest is what? Or if it is greatest, like a largest or smallest. Or you can take the least value. This value is between 0 and 1. Yes, it is between 0 and 1. Now, if it is between 0 and 1, the value will be the least value in this interval. What is the least value between 0 and 1? 0. Therefore, the result is 0. If I am taking a value between 2 and 3, I am taking a value 2.9. What is the least value in 2 and 3? Least value is 2. Therefore, the greatest integer of value of 2.9 is 2. The next same way, minus 0.9. Its value lies between minus 1 and 0. Yes, therefore what is the least value? Minus 1. And what this value lies between? 1.1 lies between 1 and 2. Therefore what is the least value? 1. Therefore greatest integer value, as the name suggests, it's not taking the greatest value, it's taking the least value. If it is not an integer, if it is an integer, you will be getting the same integral value. The next one, algebra of functions. In algebra of functions, you will be learning what is addition. Addition of two rational functions. Two functions. Addition of two functions. Here let me consider f of x, x plus 1. G of x, you will be getting, let us assume x plus 2. When you add these two integers, what you will get? F of x plus g of x, what you will get? That is x plus 1 plus x plus 2. F of x values. This x is nothing but function in terms of all the values. The result, the polynomial is in terms of x. G of x, it's a polynomial in terms of x. So we are adding these two functions. So only we are representing. If it is g of y, I will be writing y plus 2 for this one. For this y plus 1 I will be writing. So g of x, when I add two functions, the result is also a function. X plus 1 and x plus 2, what you will get? 2x plus 3. Adding the variables and the constants separately. X plus x is 2x. 1 plus 2 is 3. Same way, subtraction of two functions. F of x minus g of x. What is f of x minus g of x? F of x is x plus 1. G of x is, whenever it is in subtraction or addition, whenever you are writing two terms, you need to write within the bracket. The next one, x plus 2. G of x is nothing but x plus 2. Therefore, x plus 1 minus x minus 2. X and plus x and minus x will get cancelled. 1 and minus 2, you are getting minus 1. Therefore, what function is this? This is a constant function. The result is constant function. The next one, similarly, multiplication. Multiplication of two functions. Let me multiply the same function, f of x into g of x. What is f of x here? X plus 1. What is g of x? X plus 2. Multiply these two and write the result. When you multiply, what you will get? X square, 2x, 1x and 2. Therefore, the result is x square plus 3x plus 2. The next one, same way you can divide and write. Quotient of two rational functions is also possible. That is dividing. Let me assume f of x to be x cube minus x square plus x minus 1 and g of x to be x plus 1. Therefore, f of x by g of x can be written as, what is f of x? x cube minus x square plus x plus 1 minus 1 divided by x plus 1. If you can simplify this one, you can take x square, and when you take x square, what you will get in the numerator? X square. For these two terms alone, you will be getting x minus 1. Then plus x minus 1 divided by x square plus 1. Therefore, your result is x square plus 1 into x minus 1. Here there is no term, that is 1. Therefore, divided by x plus 1. If you cannot simplify after that. Therefore, you can write as it is. Therefore, two functions you can divide it. The next one, multiplication by a scalar. A function can be multiplied by a scalar. F of x before a constant. If f of x is x plus 1, let me assume f of x to be x plus 1 itself. And a constant to be 3. Therefore, k is nothing but 3 I have assumed. Here f of x I have assumed to be x plus 1. Therefore, I will get 3x plus 3. Therefore, you can multiply scalar with a function. That is the result. Let us recall what we have learned. Function, what is a function? Every element in the domain should have a single, a unique image in the codomain. That is nothing but the function. The next one, you have learned what is a real valued function. The range should be the set of all real numbers, or should be the set of all subset of the real numbers. The next one, you have studied about what are the types of functions. In types of functions, you have studied what is an identity function, constant function, polynomial function, and rational function, modulus function, greatest integer function, signum function. And the next one, you have seen what are the types of the algebra of functions, that is addition is possible, and then subtraction is possible, and multiplication is possible, and division is possible, and multiplication by a scalar is also possible. Thank you, students.